My name is Dmytro. I'm 28. So I studied international relations during my studentship, and after I was like usual Ukrainian who have had a work, had his life, and after war started, some staff from a recruiting company contacted me and said that they have a opportunity for me to work in such organization, humanitarian organization like TSF, and I was very motivated to go there and to work for such good reasons. That's that was very important for me to do something for my country, to help people who is in trouble because of war. That's why I decided to accept this proposition. Yes, before I've been thinking about that, but I didn't have such opportunities. So mostly I worked for business, but I always would like to work for such organization because yeah, that's my style of living. I want to help people. I think it's very important. First of all, that's not only what I'm thinking. I believe that it is like this because when I speak to the people, for example, who live in such collective centers, all of them are thankful for our support, and all of them says that without that, they would have a lot of like problems. Their children would not be able to study. Other people, their parents, so these children would not be able to work, and they would not be able to get all the information, important information they need. Uh, so yeah, that's it. That's why it's really important. And from another view, from the view of other NGOs who is working in Ukraine, so for them it's very important as well because yes, you cannot do anything and coordinate your team without telecommunication. Basically, we have two sorts of activities here. First one, we help another NGO with the connectivity. We provide them some satellite equipment which they can use for their missions, especially in cities which are very close to the war zone, or for the humanitarian field teams, which goes very close to the war zone itself. And the problem that they don't mostly have not any way to connect, no usual internet, no usual phone calls, anything. And with that satellite equipment, they can coordinate their work on that area. And the second part of our work here is to help directly to people. For example, in Vinica, we have a project for providing free Wi-Fi connection for IDPs who lives in such collective centers. We installed access point there, provided the internet connection, and now children who live there can study because mostly now because of war we have a remote education system, and other people who need it for work, they can work and earn some money for their family, and also older people who have not so much money and they cannot spend it for internet. They needed to buy some food. They can make it this money free for them, but still have the internet connection to call their family, to find some information about the situation in general, and like do everything they need. Yes, I decided to stay because first of all, that's my country, and I want to live here. I want to help my country, and because of some reasons, I cannot serve in army. I'm like not allowed because of some medical reasons, but I still want to help somehow, and that's why I stay here. My main warning is that it gonna continue for a long time, and if it's continue for a long time, more time it continues, more people dies, and that's very disturbing me. It makes me so sad to see this happening. Basically, it's like it's wartime, and everything what arrives with wartime, like restricted hours on the streets during night, air alarms, people who run from war from their houses. They're coming to Vinica because it's more or less safe place for them, and psychologically, it's very hard to see. I like to see happy people after we provided them some support. And what difficult I see, it's more from the psychological view. Like it's hard to see people who are struggling because of war. I think it's the same for all of us.